So we finally continue the journey, and as it happens a lot of time on hikes, you hit a waterfall. This time it's an equity waterfall. I see the section called "What is going on here?"
Okay.
GP contribution, LP contribution. I know GP, I know LP contribution. What?
Okay. Great question.
What's gonna happen?
And then I think great question. So here's a story like this. This is the exciting part of the negotiations. So you basically establish up until this point. If you came this far, the guy pays the first tab, the numbers make sense.
Right.
Guy pays the second tab, it makes sense. You make profit. You see returns you're gonna make. It's hitting the targets that you want. However, on the building, I know the building is a good deal. But what's the split between the partners? You're an LP, it's a GP. How's that working?
Right.
Yeah, very nice. You know the building's gonna throw off money, but how much am I making? How much are you making? How much is he making? How much is the GP making? How is she making? Right? This calculates all that. So the only point is we established how much equity is needed. Right? Capital is needed. Right? You have a purchase price. You have closing costs minus the mortgage you get. So we established how much money has to come in. How much is being put in by the GP? How much is being put in by the LP? So the GP contribution is, if GP is putting in what percent of all the money that's needed. Typically it's based on a percent. Sometimes it's a dollar amount. GP says, I'm putting in $500,000. Sometimes GP says, I'm putting up 10% of the money. The LPs are putting up 90% of the money. At least you see black and white what they're putting up. We spoke about hurdles in the beginning. The hurdles work as follows. Typical concept is that the first 8% that comes out of the deal goes to everyone dollar for dollar. So if it was $1 million raised, the first $80,000 gets given dollar for dollar.
Oh.
Okay. Now, let's say there's actually $100,000 in profit. Now what? So it's another $20,000. That $20,000, we say, Mr. GP, you're doing a great job. You got me 8%. You keep 20%.
Yeah.
Now there's $16,000 left. 16 is split, dollar for dollar proportion to the people.
Perfect.
Sometimes because I want to motivate the GP even more. Anything above 12% return GP, you go 30%. You get 50%. Those are the hurdles you could set up however you want them. Sometimes on a better deal or the structure, whoever takes risk reward, how they structure it, there's no right or wrong, right? Is there an industry standard at different times? Yes, but there's no right or wrong. If it makes sense to you, you're getting the bottom line return. Sometimes some people say, what's my IRR going to be? But I don't care how much the GP's making. I'm going to make 18%. I'm good. Some people say, no. I don't care just about 18, but I'm not letting the GP ever make this type of hurdle above that. Is there right or wrong? There's no right or wrong. But basically, that's the word promote. When it says promote to sponsor, it means what's that promote he's getting? On the first 8%, there's no promote. On the next hurdle, we're giving him 20%. Above that, we're giving him 50%. What makes this black and white stick out on the calculator is you will see black and white. The deal made this percent. How much of that, what did the LPs make on their money, and what the GPs? You might look
All in my face, all
yeah,
numbers.
all in face. It'll show you GP contribution, GP IRR, GP distribution. You'll see everything black and white. Got it?
Amazing.